deal is 100% local. Find these amazing deals only at dailydeal.bakersfield.com.
Bakersfield Life magazine is a monthly lifestyle publication that features local people, places, and businesses. It is available to be read on bakersfieldlife.com and publishes the last Saturday of the month with many convenient pickup locations. Find us online on Facebook or Twitter, as well as bakersfieldlife.com.
The Bakersfield Californian is a great read on the iPad, but did you know that the Bakersfield Californian is available on your Kindle Fire? Or how about Google's Nexus 7, the Nook? You bet. You can also read a full replica of the newspaper on your Android-powered smartphone, on Apple's iPhone, or on your laptop. We have a solution for any device. E-Edition is free for subscribers, or just $7.99 a month. The Bakersfield Californian. We're everywhere and anytime. Subscribe today. Bakersfield.com.
I just want to point out that during the break, I mean, Bartle made fun of me. You know, I only recognized the half-price beer tomorrow night. Bartle only talked about beer during the break.
Well,
He didn't talk about the half-price ones you can get. He was,
No, I was
he was all foo-foo-y.
I was.
Yeah.
Well, Guinness, Boddingtons, it's all good.
Bartle wants British pubs to come back.
Yeah. Can somebody please open a British pub in this town? An English pub, an Irish pub, something? Please.
How often do you go out to
You know what? Not very often. And maybe I would if there was a nice British pub somewhere I can get a Boddington's on tap.
I agree. I'm on your side.
I don't.
Coach enjoys a good Guinness. Not anymore, but he did.
I don't want to go get tanked. I want to go have a couple of pints, throw some darts, and have a conversation. You can't have a drink anywhere in this city without screaming at the person that's 3 feet next to you.
JF Houle joins us here on Condors Unleashed. Thanks for taking your lunch hour, spending it with us, and we've informed Cameron Abney that there is no pizza, and he has not hit anybody yet.
He didn't kill you, so
we did say we'd take him out to lunch afterwards. So
we did.
Yeah, we did. Well, you get the company card.
You see how big he is. You know how much he can eat?
Listen, he started looking at me all, and I said, we can go downstairs and get you lunch. It's okay. JF joins us here on Condors Unleashed. And JF, 4 out of 5 for this Condors team, a 2-game winning streak here during the week. Just the 2 games during the week, but you get all 4 points. It has to feel good for this Condors team to come away with that.
Yeah, every point's important right now, trying to make a push for the playoffs. And the guys played really well defensively. Everybody's committed defensively right now and playing hard. So we hope to keep going like that.
Now, we talked during the broadcast about this Condors team kind of having to reinvent itself, almost having to retrain the players that are here because the way they're playing now is completely different than the way you had them playing earlier in the season. Can you talk about the change in the system?
Yeah, just, we don't have the speed and the skill that we used to have at the beginning of the year, so we had to change a little bit. You're playing a little bit more defense here, trying to get ahead in the games and then clog the neutral zone. I think you have to change when you don't have the same elements, and that's what we've been doing as of late.
How important, and we saw the goal from Ryan Watson there, but how important have these role players been for this Condors team in a sense with your top skilled guys out of the lineup, putting guys in positions where they haven't played this season, and yet things haven't missed a beat here over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, we're more of a grinding team now, and it's going to be a grind every game, and it's not going to be easy. And if we want to win, we need contribution from everybody that's in the lineup, not just one guy or 2 guys. So everybody's going to contribute in one way. Either it's blocking shots, coming up with a big goal, or kill a penalty. So every role is important right now.
I mean, seriously, this team has changed so much. There are 6 potential top-line forwards that were a member of this team that are gone now. The 2 Joneses, Winquist, Veropal, Shavers in the American League, Brendan Brooks. I mean, that's 6. That's 2 lines. And when you think about it, if you could get those 2 lines back, that this team could be so dangerous. So I think the transformation has been that drastic.
Yeah, I mean, it's been drastic. You were looking at the poster at the beginning of the year, and it's all brand new faces. There's only 6 guys left from that poster, or 7, something like that. So, but with that said, you have to make changes, and it's an opportunities for other people to step up. I think our leading goal scorer right now is rookie Sebastian Sylvestre with 18 goals. He's got more goals than anybody else on the team. He's almost played every game as well. So, it's an opportunity for other people to step up. And, Cameron Abney went from forward to play defense because we're short on defense. And he's been playing great at that position. So, you have to tweak things up and make the guys believe. And that's what we're doing right now.
We'll talk about the switch for Abs and Akeem Alou to defense in just a bit. But we saw the goal just prior to this one from Jordan Kremer. And how big of an asset has he been here, leading in the locker room and leading on the ice over the last couple of weeks especially? And we talked about it in the post-game show. I go back to the game in Stockton. Akeem Alou gets hit in the neutral zone. Alou, for all intents and purposes, one of the new guys on this team at the time. Kremer goes right over and takes on a tough customer in Clark Wilson, a guy who's handled his own in fights. And yeah, he took a couple of punches, but I think that moment, if you look at the series of moments throughout the season, really spoke volumes to what this Condors team's all about.
No, he's been doing a great job as a leader. Not only on the ice, but like you said, blocking shots. He's part of that, and he's jumped in to help his teammates. And he's there in the locker room to talk to anybody that needs to talk to. And he's been great and coming up with big goals too. I think he's our second leading scorer right now with 10. So he's been doing a lot for this team.
When you have a game like the last one where there's a lot of special teams work, sometimes it can get lost on your line combinations because you have to break things up. But for the last couple of weeks, Lassard, Curry, Sylvestre has been, and some nights, especially against Alaska, they couldn't contain that line. But it looked like you broke them up for the most part through that entire last game against Colorado.
Yeah, just like you said, it wasn't in the plans to break them up, but because of all the special teams, sometimes you have no choice to break them up because different players play in different situations. But that line's been really good for us, and other teams have been struggling with them, and they've been providing a lot of offense for us. So that line will stick together.
Akeem Alou, Cameron Abney, you mentioned it going from forward to defense, and haven't missed a beat back there. And in the case of, I think, both of them, have played better as defensemen here than as forwards, at least to start this season. And now they're invaluable back there. You put Akeem Alou with Brendan Nash, that's your top pairing here over the last couple of weeks.
No, they've been playing very well, both of them, and it's tough to explain. But when you go from forward to defense, you're not trying to make anything special. You're just trying to make the first pass, keep it simple, and usually that's the best play in hockey. When you try to complicate things, that's when the turnovers happen. And both those guys have been playing very well back there and staying composed and making the first pass.
You add a couple of new guys here lately, but Andrew Rajanovic comes in, gets a goal in his first game. Pro game's easy, I guess. But he looked good. You add another guy as well that we're going to talk about later on this week. But what is the process between when you pick a name off? Are you just picking a name off a piece of paper? Looking at his stats. Take us through the process between when you first identify a potential signing to when he actually gets to town.
Yeah, well, we obviously, we go online and do some research on him and see, points per game or if he's good defensively. Then we call their coach to see what they think about him, and then we call the opponent coaches, and called 2 or 3 of them that played against him in the last 2-3 weeks to see what type of player is he tough to play against. So we do our homework and try to bring in the best player that can help our club. And there's a lot of players that are looking to at this time of the year that are looking to play pro, and hopefully we get some good players here.
You had a truncated offseason. You come to Bakersfield. You had about a month to recruit and kind of roll right into the season. Do you almost feel like this is where you're best suited in the terms of you've been a college coach, you've been in the junior ranks, you understand that level of hockey, and you understand what it's going to take now to be in the pro ranks and to be in the ECHL, and you go back to those contacts now?
Yeah, for me, it's not that hard to shoot. I have a lot of contacts in NCAAs and a lot of contacts in juniors, and through emails and through phone calls once in a while, I always and websites. I always try to keep informed of what's going on throughout college hockey and juniors. So, you just got to keep a pulse on it and keep your eyes open and never burn your bridges.
Yeah,
Keep your good contacts on your side.
Well, I was going to say, is it nice to kind of reestablish some of these connections that maybe you hadn't talked to in maybe a couple of years or a couple of seasons, and now you're getting back into it as far as, I mean, ECHL is college recruiting 101. It's the same thing as a college coach would. So is it nice to kind of reestablish those connections that maybe you lost over the last couple of years?
Yeah, it's really nice, actually, especially the NCAA side. A couple of the guys I haven't talked to in a while. When I was in juniors, it was kind of a...
Yeah, you sold out.
Exactly.
Yeah, you sold out.
That's what they think. But no, it's been nice to re-talk to them and reopen conversations with my friends in the NCAAs.
All Holte wants to know is, who from Holy Cross do you have in your radar? Anyone from Holy Cross?
Not right now, just because Holte went there. I don't want to.
Listen, they're top 4 right now in Atlantic hockey. They're going to play too long. Sorry, Barts. They're playing too long right now. They're playing too long. If they get eliminated early, hey, the door's open.
And you're right about that. That's another thing you got to look at. Which team will be going far in playoffs, and teams that have good players that might get knocked off early. It's important to do your homework.
We talked about the last couple of weeks, Condors' schedule, kind of light. Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. Okay, kind of light. Not anymore, Coach. We're in the grind right now. We got a big road trip coming up next week.
Vacation's over.
I looked at that road trip, and then I started counting the games and the days. I was like 7 games and 11 nights coming up. That is a lot of games and traveling in between. So it should be a huge test for us.
If there's any time, though, for the Condors to have this kind of a stretch, I would want it to be right now with the way the guys are playing. They seem to have gotten some mojo back for sure. And, bring it on. Bring it on.
Yeah, and you know what? To get on the road right now with this brand new team, I think it's good for the guys to get together, get to know each other, and be on the road with each other.
Get on a sleeper bus. Get on a sleeper bus together.
There's no better way to get to know your radio guy than get on a sleeper bus.
Get on a sleeper bus.
We don't need to get to know him. We know him enough.
Coach, we appreciate the time. Good luck this week. Big week for the Condors.
Thanks,
home Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Big crowd on Wednesday. Big crowds all week. We're going to have a lot of fun in Condors Town. So come join us. Tomorrow night, of course, is Bright House Networks night. So bring your Bright House bill to the Condors box office, and you can receive up to 4 tickets complimentary, courtesy of Bright House. We'll step out, take a break. When we come back, Cameron Abney will join us. Hopefully he won't beat us up. And we'll make some picks as well. It's all on Unleashed, Bakersfield.com.